Hey YouTube, it's Cherise here and I'm back at it again with another video. I'm going to do this video and I'm going to do one more about my favorite lipsticks because I forgot that somebody wanted me to do that and I told them I would do that before band camp. So I'm going to do a video on my favorite lipsticks from like the red family, the berry family, the bright purple family, the deep purple family, the nude family. And I'm only going to try and do 2 or 3 favorites from each one. And I'm not going to probably do a whole bunch of lip swatches, but I will swatch on my arm so you guys can see. But this is going to be a hair and makeup get ready with me. I'm getting ready to go to church. It's currently 9:20 a.m. and I need to leave by 10:15. So I decided to sleep in a little bit because I'm not going to do anything too complicated. And I'm rubbing my face because it feels so good. I just washed it with my African black soap from Shea Moisture and my handheld scrub brush. And then I moisturized my face using a sample of the Sephora Instant Moisturizer. I've already got my tea to help me wake up. This is my favorite organic peach tea. It's really, really good. It's still very, very hot. But let's jump into the makeup. So today for foundation, I'm going to wear the Becca Evermatte Shine Proof Foundation. So I think this might be the one that I can wear for band camp. I don't know. I still need to really test it out, and band camp starts tomorrow. I haven't really had time because I've been taking headshots and going on interviews and being at the studio, and I want to, not test out something and end up looking a hot mess because that would not be good. So it says to shake well before use. And with this one, I don't have to set it with a powder. So I'm not going to set it, which makes it easy. Just put it on and go, basically. Said I'm going to be doing a very simple look. And we'll do the hair last. I'm basically just going to be refreshing this style that you see. There's my other mirror. Grab that. Set that up. Okay. Ooh, got a fuzzy hanging from my eye. There we go. So I'm just going to squeeze some of this out. And I like to just start from the forehead area. So that should be enough for my whole face. And I'm just going to leave it in the forehead area, and I'm going to work from the forehead area to distribute to the rest of my face. And I've been liking to use a fluffier brush to apply my foundation. This is a BH Cosmetics 114. So what I mean is I'll start with the foundation in the center of my forehead. And this one dries kind of quick, so really gotta work it. And this is the Becca Evermatte Shine Proof Foundation, and I'm wearing the shade Sandalwood. And you'll see that to get rid of like the streaks, I just kind of start tapping. Okay, I might need a little bit more. Because I feel like the right side of my face is getting covered well, but the left half, not so much. So this is a medium coverage foundation from Becca. And at first it's going to look like it has super bad flashback, which is one thing I realized about this. Like, it's going to make me look really ashy and dull and kind of pale. But as it sinks into the skin and has a chance to kind of oxidize a little bit, I wouldn't say it oxidizes, but to like sink in, it doesn't look as pale and ashy. And it doesn't have flashback after you wear it for like 30 minutes. So, because I wore this to the event in Charlotte on Saturday night, where I'm in the pink skirt and the black crop top on my Snapchat, and on my Instagram pictures, I had on this foundation, and it looked so good in pictures actually with flash, and it was nighttime, so that's how you can really tell at night. So I'm just going to add a little bit more where I want a little bit more coverage. I think I'm good on that side. And I'm gonna pat it in. And this dries to kind of like a powdery matte finish. And I feel like it looks really good and really natural on the skin if you're not going to be wearing a lot of makeup, like how I've not been wearing a lot of makeup. If you want to keep it really simple. Alright, so I'm not going to do my super typical, like super duper simple makeup that I'm doing because I do plan to film today and I'm going to be with the Lord, so I want to give him my best. So I'm going to put a little bit under here, under the chin area. A little bit more, and that's it for foundation. Just because I feel like under here needs some. Just make sure everything blends well. Yeah. You know, just making sure. Okay, I'm starting to get hot. Okay, so that's my face. You can see it's a medium coverage. You can still see a little bit of my imperfections, but it's like barely. So that's cool with me. I don't have to be super duper extra flawless every day. So that's it for foundation. And we don't need to set it, so let's go straight into highlighting. I'm going to highlight a little bit. I always say a little bit ends up being like bling, but I don't know. I like that. Of course, I'm using my Black Radiance Ginger Snap and the e.l.f. Small Stipple Brush. You already know. Y'all been watching me for a while. I don't know what lip color I want to do. I know I'm going to do an orange blush because I need to do a very neutral makeup look because I'm going to be, well, I'm not going to do lip swatches. I don't know. I might do a couple lip swatches. We'll see. I might put on like my absolute favorite and then from each color family and then do arm swatches for the additional ones. I just don't want to put on any liquid lipsticks because those are so hard to get off, so I might actually break it down into liquid lipsticks, all the families, and then traditional lipsticks, all the color families. And I'll try on all the traditional lipsticks, but I'll only do arm swatches of liquid lipsticks. That sounds like a good plan. Because I know not everyone likes liquid lipsticks. I like them because I don't have to worry about them. My voice just cracked. This is the first time I'm speaking this morning. I haven't really spoken to anyone this morning. I haven't used my voice. Alright, and we're going to do the bridge of the nose, which I like to be the brightest, personally. I just love how it looks. And I love this foundation. Like, it matches me so good. And we're going to go through the brow area. And above the brows a little bit. Make the C's. Get that whole area going. But yeah, we're going to redo this hairstyle, which I actually really like. It's kind of old schoolish. Old. Makes me think of like a teacher in the colonial times. Or a young Amish girl that lives in Iowa or something. It's kind of like the milkmaid braids, but I did a flat twist because the braid, I just wasn't feeling the braid. And I tried to do a crown braid, but it just didn't come out right. It was just not looking too cute, but I might try it again. I'm not going to give up on it. Okay. Now that I have plenty of highlight on, I'm going to go in and put on an orange blush. And I'm going to use a blush from Black Radiance called Toasted Almond. If I can find it quickly. Yes, here it is. This is Toasted Almond. It's a beautiful, natural looking blush on deeper skin tones. Nice orangish color. And I'm going to use this goat haired brush from Coastal Scents that I like to use to apply a blush. Ooh, yeah, that was a nice and pigmented. And after this, I'm done with face makeup. I'm not going to do any contouring or anything like that. I haven't really been into it as of late. I think the last time I put on contour was for the photo shoot, which you can't even tell. That's what everyone's telling me. Like, my makeup looks so natural in like professional photography, even though I like beat my face that day. I really did. But like in the pictures, it just looks like I'm just, you know, basically it just looks like I have on a red lip. I don't know. I guess when it's in natural light, my makeup looks really, really natural. Like, this is basically natural light. But in studio, that's when it looks more harsh. So you can like see that I went in on the makeup. Alright, so you see that blush? Isn't that a beautiful color? I love this blush. As you can tell, I keep applying more. Alright, so that's it for blush. So now we can move on to eyebrows. I feel like doing them on camera today, even though I really should probably do them off. But I'm just using these Wet n Wild pencils, just a black one and a cool toned brown one. I also have a warm toned brown one, but I don't really need it. I normally don't have to use it. I'm just going to follow what God gave me. As you can see, I have very thin brows, so I like to draw my brows very thin. This is not create a new brow. This is enhance the brow you already have. And I like my brows to be rather dark because I have dark hair. This is just what I like. Do what you like. Yeah, my face is like, it dries like completely to a dry matte finish. Like, you can touch your face. It ain't going nowhere. Well, I can't believe band camp starts tomorrow. Whew. I need to sharpen this. Your girl got some brows on, and I'm going to brush them out using the brush I normally use. And honestly, you can stop here and just put on some lip gloss and some mascara and be done with this look if you want something super duper natural. Oh no. I think I might have just made a mistake. Which is usually why people conceal their eyebrows, but I'll fix it. So I like to brush out the beginnings. Hopefully you can see it, not blocking it with the mirror. And it looks really scary at first, but then I go in and I kind of cover it up the beginning parts to make them even. And I normally use a powder for that. And I'm going to use a little bit of, everything's like almost empty. I'm going to use a little bit of this L'Oreal Pro Matte Infallible powder in this BH Cosmetics Angle Flat Top brush. It's a 117. Because now I look like Olga. And I'm going to use this powder to soften up the beginning and kind of correct. I'm also going to use a little bit to set. Well, I can set the foundation a little bit, but I'm not going to do anything too crazy. Just kind of focusing in my oily areas. And then back to the brows. So you see how I'm using that to kind of like fade it and correct it and cover up any mistakes where it like came too low. That's kind of a trick I like to use just to make them look a little bit more faded and natural at the beginning. And then I'll go back in with the brown just to like give it a little bit of a more defined shape at the start. So I do like kind of a bolder brow. As you can see. So I'm satisfied with that. They're not exactly the same, which that's okay. They don't have to be exactly the same, but it's an improvement from my natural brows, which are very, very thin and you can't even see them. So yeah. And I use a little bit of the L'Oreal Pro Matte Infallible powder in Cocoa 800 Cocoa, which is the darkest shade, to set my face a little bit and to fix my brows. And I'm just going to use a little bit of this down here where I need just a tiny bit more coverage. But yeah, this foundation doesn't really need powder at all. It really doesn't need any powder whatsoever, but I'm a creature of habit. I didn't highlight my Cupid's bow. Alright, so that's the foundation done. I'm going to highlight my Cupid's bow real quick using the same Black Radiance Ginger Snap. I'm going to put a little bit more on your brow bone. Now the brows are kaput. After you blend out, you might want to go in and add a little bit more highlight some places. I know I usually don't, but I do feel like doing it today. Alright, so let's move on to the eyes. I'm going to do something real easy and simple. We're going to use do I want to use a drugstore palette? I'm going to use my beauty supply palette. I haven't used this one in a while just to do an eye look, but y'all know this is one of my favorites. This is the Perfect 22 Colors palette from Absolute. I love this thing. Love it. And we're going to do a simple, singular eyeshadow look and then just highlight the inner corners just so I have something on my eyes for when I record later. Tea break. Tea is so good. Alright, so let's go in with This shade right here, which is a brown that's almost, ooh, I got some yellow on it. We don't want that on the eye. Which is a brown that's very similar to my skin tone. It's like a goldish brown color. And we'll just add a nice shimmer to the lids. I'm really focusing on the lid and then blending it into the crease as well. Like so. And you see, it just gives like a little bit of something. But it's definitely super fast, super easy. The other lid. And this palette was like $5, $4. It wasn't more than $5. And I just love these shadows. Like, they're so simple, so easy, and they make such a nice look. Like, it almost changes color when it's on your lid to in the crease, but it's the same one eyeshadow. Also gonna apply a little bit of this to your bottom lash line. I'm using the same brush. Try not to get eyeshadow in your eye, which I almost always do, but I'm so used to it, I just kind of blink through it. Just like, I don't know if that's good for your eyes or not. I don't know. Probably not. But you see, that's just, it just added so much just by putting on this one singular eyeshadow. Make sure you connect it on the outer corner. Alright, so now to highlight the inner corners, we're going to use another eyeshadow from the palette. I don't want to use my highlighter. I want something that's a little bit more champagne-y. So I'm going to use this shade right here, which is one of my go-tos for highlighting my inner corners. It's just like a champagne-ish color. And I'm using a Coastal Scents brush. Those are both Coastal Scents brushes I use in my eye. See, I just love that for the inner corner. Of course, one side always comes out more blingy than the other, but I just keep it moving. I actually have, there we go. Of course, I start watering, which I haven't done in a while. Not this bad. But I did legit get eyeshadow in my eye. So. And I just really want my inner corners to pop, pop, pop. And now I'm kind of just tapping it on. Like so. Alright, so last for eyes is mascara, which I'm going to do off camera so we can move on to the hair. And I just did that look in basically 20 minutes. So you can see it's really simple, really easy. And the mascara I'm going to put on is the CoverGirl, the Super Size Mascara, and it's 9:43, so I'm doing good on time. Now, let's move, oh, I didn't do a lip color. For my lips, for church, since I don't know what I'm going to wear, I'm going to do one of my favorite nudes. It's a traditional lipstick, and this is from Milani. It's called Rose Femme, number 42. I love this nude on deeper skin. It is so pretty. I didn't finish my tea yet, but this is the nude I'm going to put on, along with that CoverGirl, the Super Size Mascara. But we were done with the makeup section. Y'all saw the gist. Moving on to the hair. My hair is blown out. And I have two clips in the back. I'll just show you kind of how I clipped it because we're about to do the same thing. Hopefully y'all can see. I have two clips. Because I crisscrossed the ends of my twist, you'll see that these are just good old plain flat twists. You can wear them down if you like. Actually, I might wear them down for church. That's kind of cute. And my hair just parted in half. Like I said, this is blown out hair. And to refresh it, this is kind of frizzy and poofy because I sleep on a satin pillowcase. So basically we're just going to retwist. And I think the product I'm going to use to retwist my hair is I'm going to use a little bit of castor oil. Yes, my hair is super oiled up whenever I blow it out or put heat on it. I use a lot of oil in my hair. We're also going to use a tangle teaser and a soft boar bristle brush. So I'm just going to quickly untwist. This is just a 2-strand flat twist type situation. Like I said, on blown out hair. Which I did a hair update yesterday because I did a braid out first and then I did this style. So that's the hair. And I'm going to do one side at a time. So first I'm going to take the castor oil. And I'm going to put a nickel sized amount in my palm. It's really thick. I'm going to focus that on the top of my hair. This part. To help smooth it out. And then I'm going to take a dime sized amount of castor oil. I'm going to focus that on my ends. Yeah, girl. And then whatever's left over, I'm going to focus on my edges in the front of my hair. Next, I'm going to take my tangle teaser and just brush it all out. Brush it out. You could wear your hair like this if you want to, if you want to wear it out. Now I'm going to take the soft boar bristle brush and I'm just going to kind of brush the fronts. I don't want it to be super like neat, gel down, baby hairs, edges like I normally do when my hair is in a wash and go. So the way it is right now is fine. Then I'm going to just start to flat twist by taking a small little section, dividing that into 2 pieces, and flat twist. And I'm pulling it forward towards my face so that it stays on the perimeter of my hair. So I want it to be as close to the perimeter as possible. And at the end, you'll see that I might like loosen it up a little bit just to shape it some. But basically, just doing a flat twist. Doing a good old flat twist. And then once you start to get to the end, it's just a regular 2-strand twist. And it's okay if it has a little bump. I don't mind the bump, but you can just kind of tuck it under your twist if you like. And then you just twist the bottoms. And you can coil it with a little bit of cream to make sure that it stays, and that's normally what I'll do. I'm almost out of this. I'm trying to use this up. This is the Cantu Shea Butter for Natural Hair Coconut Curling Cream. I used this on my wash and go before I did this blowout. I did a no gel wash and go, so I'm just going to take a little bit of that. And on the very ends, because I don't want my hair to revert, I'm just going to coil the end to secure the twist. You see that? just on the very, very end. With whatever's left over in your hands, you can rub on the rest of your hair. It will help the smell if you use castor oil, because castor oil doesn't really smell good. And now you're going to see me kind of zhuzh up my twist by pulling on it in certain places. So that's one side redone, and it will look really nice once you pin it across. And so you can see what it looks like. I think I might just leave mine down today. I don't know, I'm liking this kind of like, it's a little bit of a kind of a messy look because it's not super smooth or perfect, which I don't mind. So we're gonna do the other side. Of course, if you want to use gel, use gel. If you want to pull out like a little curly piece right here, you do that. But I don't know, I've just been liking, I kind of like it just like this. And it will stay because I coiled it at the end. Like there's a legit coil at the end where my hair is reverted just on the very end. Alright, so you can see the difference between an old one, how it looks fuzzy, it's extra poofy. This one's a little bit more smooth. And also you can pin it if you want. Like if you don't like the poofiness, just put a pin in it, which I might do since I'm not going to pin them together in the back. Just take one of your pins, just go in there and pin it down where you see fit. But yeah, I'm just going to leave it like that. I think that's cute. Different. I haven't really worn my hair like this because I don't really blow it out. This is my first real blowout. I tried to flat iron my hair and that turned out disastrously and looked like a blowout, but this is my first time actually blowing it out. So we're going to do the same process on this side. And I'm probably just going to bun my hair for band camp, I'm thinking. I don't know. I was going to try and do flat twists like this. I don't know. You see, it also gets a little bit of texture to it from this 2-strand twist thing. Flat twist. Okay, so first is some castor oil. And I'm just going to kind of speed it up. So I'm just going to add a lot so I can put it on the inside and the ends all at one time. And this part. But castor oil is kind of a heavier oil, so I find that it helps to, you know, prevent flyaways and such. But yeah, I am 17, almost 17 months post Big Chop. On the 28th, it'll be 17 months exactly. And I shaved my head. So this is how much hair I've grown in 17 months, which I'm quite pleased with. And my hair is pretty healthy, so that's what's most important. Okay. And now we're just gonna do some extra smooth aloothing. Okay. Same process. I just take a little triangular section, split it in two, and then start to flat twist. And I just grab a little piece of hair from underneath as I flip it over. Flip, grab, flip, and then you put your finger under and take more hair from the majority. And again, I'm pulling this towards the edge of my face, and I can already tell this one isn't going to be as pretty as the other side. I usually have one side that looks better than the other, same with my makeup. But can y'all see how matte this foundation is? Like zero shine right now. So we're going to test it out in the heat and stuff today and see if this is band proof. Doing the same process. Making sure I got all the hair in here. And then you just 2-strand twist. And it will be very fluffy. Like this side is already kind of like curling up. And then for the ends, I'm doing the same thing, taking some of that coconut curling cream, just a little bit. And then I'm going to coil the very end of my hair with the coconut curling cream, just so that it can revert and really coil and hold the twist nice and secure and firm. Now these are my Milkmaid flat twist. You can also, like, you know, shape it, pull on them. And normally I would connect them in the back and pin it up like this, but I think I'm just going to leave them down for today. And like I did on the other side, I'm going to pin or clip, whatever you want to call it, this like poofy part right here a little bit, even though it's less poofy on this side. Just because I want to keep it kind of uniform with the other side. I actually may even just take these things out because you can probably see them, which I don't like. Alright, and just so my hair smells a little bit better, I'm going to take a little bit more of that coconut curling cream, this much. You see my hands are really shiny. I'm going to warm it up a lot and just rub that on the top part of my hair. This section, just really smooth it all out. Yes. Get it nice and flat. And I got some on my twist over here. But yeah, this is the hair and the makeup. All I have to do is add mascara and my nude lip. If you want to see the complete look with whatever outfit I choose to put on today, you can check it out on my Snapchat. Also, if you want to lay your edges, you can, like with gel and stuff, but I'm liking this more, I don't even know what to call it. I want to say rustic, but like natural, effortless, kind of messy, boho, chic look. So I'm going to leave my hair just like this. So you guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed this little hair and makeup tutorial. With my little flat twist. So now I'm going to continue to get ready because I have 15 minutes to get dressed and to put mascara on, put my new lip on, and then head to church. Again, thank you for watching. Thanks for your support, and I'll see you in the next video, which will be later today. Bye, YouTube.